Jamal Thomas. Welcome to the Progressive Soapbox. So I came across an article today. Breaking. So this is addictinginfo.org. Breaking. Sources reveal Donald Trump himself met with Russian ambassador during campaign. Details. Thing is, this article is goes back to May that they're referencing. They're saying essentially that the Wall Street Journal reported of an interaction between Donald Trump and this particular ambassador. Now, the entire time I've been saying whether or not Russia has something to do with it or not doesn't really matter. Because I look at it just slightly differently than I think many of the other progressives that I hear talking about it. Russia did have a vested interest in Trump winning the election. They did. I mean, if you had one party who was talking about a war, the other party says we want to ease tensions between these two things and work together. Well, clearly, Russia has a vested interest in avoiding a war. They spend a fraction of what we spend on our military budget. Regardless of how these guys are trying to play them up as a red menace, they don't necessarily want an armed conflict. It's a nuclear war, if they would do. So yeah, Russia has a vested interest. Does a vested interest automatically mean that they did it? No, it does not. It does not. So it's one of those things. There's no way to know one way or the other. If anybody who's coming down and saying, yes, they definitively had something to do with it, is lying. If they say, no, they didn't have anything to do with it, they're also lying. There's nothing wrong with just saying, I don't know. I don't know. Because just whether you know a yes or no to that question doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to do anything about it in the first place. And whether you do anything about it or not, what are you trying to accomplish? Anything that you're going to do. What I mean, and I'm saying this in a weird way, but what I mean is, yes, let's say you find out one way or the other. So what? What are you going to do? I mean, are you going to have a conflict with Russia if it's true? And if it's not true, of course, it's a wash anyway. So, yeah, I don't particularly care whether or not they had anything to do with it. The information was real. The information was accurate. And WikiLeaks continuously says Russia did not do this. They're saying somebody gave them information. So, let's read it. According to the Wall Street Journal, in an article titled, Donald Trump Goes His Own Way with Vladimir Putin, Trump says, I believe in easing of tensions and improved relationships with Russia from a position of strength only is possible. Absolutely possible. Some say Russians won't be reasonable. I intend to find out. A few minutes before he made those remarks, Mr. Trump met a VIP reception with Russia's ambassadors to the United States, Sergei Ivanovich Kislyak. Oh, I'm mangling that name. Mr. Trump warmly greeted Mr. Kislyak and three other foreign ambassadors who came into the reception. So what? I mean, I guess they're trying to make this point of saying Trump talked to this guy in order to get help to win the election. But again, they haven't given a smoking gun showing that Russia's hacked anything. They're jumping from one all the way to the other. Talking about jumping the shark. Also, Democrats have Russian ties also. Like, there was a few articles that came out showing Democratic ties to the Russian government. Even going into selling them like uranium or something. So the guys who they're considering a red menace, they were selling you uranium. This stuff is weird and crazy. Is there any truth to this? Maybe. Does it matter? No. What are they going to do? Now look, should they have an investigation? Yeah, I guess I don't see anything wrong with having an investigation. Let the investigation play out. You can't necessarily play partisan politics, though. One of the, I would think, straightforward ways is tax returns. What are in his tax returns? If that's how you want to play it, that's fine. I don't think that's unfair for someone to have an investigation. But this red baiting, this red menacing, and this stoking all this fear as if Donald Trump is some Russian agent that's trying to take down the U.S. government. Is he a bit of a fascist? Yeah. Is he a bit of a strong man who's somewhat of a pussy, that can't necessarily take criticism? Yes. But is he a Russian agent? And did he work with Russia to undercut the election from dear Hillary Clinton? I need a little bit more than their word for it, for something like that. Um, yeah, I mean, Democrats are just as in bed with Russia than the Republican Party. I don't quite understand. They're playing this up to such an amazing degree. It just seems like it's gotten to the point where political discourse boils down to fear. They just seem terrified. Either, it's, oh my God, Donald Trump is taking your rights away, even though they don't necessarily know what rights he's taking away. Donald Trump is going to be a Russian agent who's going to tackle the U.S. government. Donald Trump is going to have all these oil deals with Russia and is going to rape the American public. I mean, it's one thing after the other. They're intentionally trying to make people terrified. Because in their mind, if you can get people scared enough, you don't have to ask questions in regards to, well, what happened? Or why is the Democratic Party this way? Or why are they so feckless and can't get anything done? Why did they lose all those seats? Why did they lose all those people? Those aren't questions they want to ask. It's easier to demonize Russia and point and say, over there, that's the problem. Russia cheated. Otherwise, Hillary Clinton would have completely won. So there's no reason where we need to interrogate what's wrong with us. We don't need to have an autopsy. We're fine. We were just cheated out of this. You weren't cheated. Well, you might have been to some degree. But you did the same thing. I mean, it's like your own rules. You don't remember the primaries? You guys did the exact same thing. You can't turn around and complain and cry about it when your opponent does the same thing to you that you did to one of your other opponents. To be standing in that spot, to get that done to you in the first place. So, yeah. Yeah, stop this red baiting. Stop this red baiting. Thanks, guys.